From historic Golden Pin Lanes here for the title matches of today's JBT event. It's been a great stepladder so far. Hopefully we'll have some good title matches as well. And a good one early on here in handicap is top seed CJ Tedeschi is taking on Keith Ilvasaker. Keith has started double spare strike. CJ has started spare triple with that late love tap on the 10 pin. It's been a while since CJ's been in this winner's circle, a pair of one-time champs. CJ's a couple of years ago. Keith's came in the champs and non-champs event, which turned him into a champ. So one of the two of them will double their title total. Brian Van Sickle's looking to double his title total as he finally won his first career title at the doubles back in December. That's a title as far as we're concerned, but he says he wants a singles title before he considers himself a champ. Well, here's a great chance to do it, but he's got to go up against the red-hot Harley Swaggart. And rotten brakes on great shots like that will not help him as he shredded that rack and somehow left the 7. If he converts, he'll trail by 9 through 3 frames. CJ already shooting in the 5th over here. What? False start, he knows it. There we go, very nice. Call that pulling a Salama around here all of a sudden. Solomon has suddenly started blocking, and apparently it's catching as CJ tries it out. Well, it works really well for Solomon. We joke about it, but it's actually a mature move. If something doesn't feel right, stop, reset your body, get set to go. Right off the corner, and right into the 1-3 for 4 in a row. CJ qualified first at plus 261 today. Even though Keith was right behind at 238, he's had to win 3 previous matches to get there. It was tight between 1st and 5th today. But man, has Ilvasaker looked good in the finals. Chance to double here in his 5th. He's walking it out, and he should, right in the 1-2. Powerful strike ball for Keith. There is no question about that. He's had that for years, even at his young age. It's a matter of A, spares, and B, striking when he can't play his A game. But right now, it's stand right, throw left, and watch the pin scatter for the only bowler we've ever had whose name starts with YL. Looking good. Woo. Boy, that ball just sets up high flush. Make it spare. Make it 3 in a row. Who would know this is the handicap division? CJ at 144 after 5, while Keith was the leader at 178. 218, 238, 204 in the semis for Tedeschi to take over the lead. And he almost got hit with every sticker during the raffle. Working on 4 in a row. They're essentially tied on the scoreboard. CJ has to win by 8 to win the match. Oh, no. And you hear the crowd gasp. A lot of people sticking around on a Saturday afternoon here in Tucson doing an apparently good hit that just did not have the power on it, and a bad time for an 8-10. Swaggart shreds that rack over there. He's gone spare 4-bagger to take an early lead over the pickle. We know that all these guys, when we give them a little room like we've done today, can strike for days. We already know that about Harley, and Brian's not someone we see on camera as much, but he's got one of the best strike balls out here. And he's going to need to put a few of them together. So back-to-back lower 7s. So it goes a little higher there and trips out everything. So we'll take it, a little semi-non-plus reaction. Earlier in the stepladder, Keith Fung blasted 278 in round 1 to beat Lucas Rabb. Matthew Garrett then struck out from the 9th to snap off Fung 205 to 201. Keith left a solid 9 when he needed a strike to win. Then a great match. Harley beat Matt 238 to 236. Well, CJ makes a great adjustment off the A10, goes a little higher, and leaves a solid 9. Modern bowling. See, Brian does that little shuffle with his left foot until he gets ready to fire away. There he shreds that rack. Gets him in the 2-0s. Harley already in the 220s though. He might need Harley to stop striking, and that may or may not happen. Big thanks to the whole team here at Golden Pin. A lot of good remodeling going on here. Beautiful new pub right behind us here in the 20s. And this 48 laner tied for the biggest in Arizona. Nice job at the spare, but Ilvasaker a chance to take over this match. Harley with the same opportunity. Just levels those bins. He's kind of locked in. Every single shot, just dead flush in the 1-2, going pretty hard and straight with that burgundy that he loves. No. That time that ball wiggles at the break point. It makes Keith wiggle on the approach. And he's left himself a very tricky, 6'9". For a lefty who likes to hook the ball like Keith does, this is a very choppable spare. Let's see what he does. Oh, instead he switches balls and slides right by it. A new life for CJ. Who finally shows some emotion right about to my right there. Wow, and Harley blinks as on as he's been. That ball floats on him a little bit. His string ends at 5. It's still very much a match over here at scratch. CJ now trails by 2, leads by 2, but is giving 7, so overall trails by 5. Let's see if Keith can get right back on it. Here. Nothing much perturbs him. He just goes up and fires it. There, he's right back in the 1-2. Harley shouldn't have any trouble with the 3-pin. He doesn't. Well, if Brian does not strike here, he's going to start to run out of frames. However, the reverse situation, if he does, he'll have 4 in a row once he's done with the string working where Harley doesn't. So pivotal shots here in the 7th and 8th. Likes it. Oh, man. Almost leaves the paralyzer 5. Something comes across the lane and gets it. Step 1 of 2 for Van Sickle. Step 1 of 1 right here for CJ. Just back in the strikes. Yeah, very down and in line. All right, that time the ball flips over and gets enough to get that 8-10 out. A little fist pump. All right, baby, do it again, says Mrs. Robbins. She's absolutely right. That one looks perfect. Yeah, you bet. Game on over in scratch. 4-0 for Brian. Trails by only 10. Interesting contrast in styles in both divisions. Harley going dead straight. Brian hooking the heck out of the ball. CJ going even dead straighter. Keep hooking even more of the heck out of the ball. Many different ways to attack a lane. Right there. Oh, what a break tripping that 4-pin out. Crept up high. The carry's been good all day. Great time for good carry for CJ. Here's Harley in his 8th. And he gets the light hit to mix. These guys are so good. When you give them a couple boards, their bodies relax and they open up tons of room in the lane. And Ilvasaker responds right away with a double of his own. Boy, oh boy, great stuff in both divisions. We wanted one more good match, and we got it. Keith leads by 5. Both bowlers working on doubles. He trails by 2 on the scoreboard. But it's giving 7. 10th frame. Oh, man. He thought he had the shot he wanted, a half 7. We haven't even seen that many of them today. And Harley, wow, the 10-pin last to go. He annihilates those pins. These modern bowling balls, these modern conditions, and these talented players, they are just toothpicks down there, not bowling pins. He's sometimes suspect on his spares, has to cover up the 7. He does. Real nice form to flatten that out and make it. Van Sickle can max at 259. Harley can max at 269. Harley already has the double working. Brian back in the must-strike zone. All over it. Wow. So, which of these four bowlers is going to blink? Maybe nobody. Brian and Keith both from Tucson. Brian gives him a little pep talk right there. So 223 plus the 7 pins. Two half sevens at 222, an excellent game, but whether it's enough of a nice game or not rides on the right paw of CJ. In order to win his second title, CJ must strike on this ball. If he doesn't strike on this shot, he'll win the match, but not by enough. There's Van Sickle in the 10th, and he shreds that rack. When you get that kind of carry, where the 6 just smacks out that 10, you're knowing the exact right place. That's 6 in a row. And that is essentially a tied match over there. They both strike out, Harley wins. And right now, CJ needs 1 strike to win. The count is not much of a factor here. Perhaps the shot of his career. It's been a long time. It's way wide. It doesn't come back. He knows it, and Keith completes a ladder climb. Wow, wait. Let's see if a better fate is in store for this Tucsonan. Left. Keith Fung said shim shim down there, and he's absolutely right. That ball had to shim. Fortunately for us, it is as Brian gives the holding sign, we're on a pattern where there is a lot of shim. He gets it, and he is struck out from the 5th, and now it'll be up to Harley to see if that is enough. Heartbreak for Tedeschi over there. It's been a long time since he's bowled for a title, and gonna have to recover and try again. Because they'll be virtually tied, but it's handicapped, and he was given 7. Fill ball's still very important over here in this scenario, 259 if he does. 9 count would bring up more tie possibilities. A strike eliminates a tie possibility. Wow. Sends everything over to the 10. Thank goodness for him that something hit it. He finishes up with 258. Harley's strike 9 spare is 258. We have a tie and a 1-shot roll-off. Double wins, strike 9 spare ties, strike less than Sickle wins. Wow. So over in handicap, it's a 222 tie scratch. That is enough for Ilvasaker to take a deep breath and a win. Here goes Harley. Must have this hit. It's there. 10 in the pit. Boy, is he colder or what? That looks so natural, so fluid. The pins just vacuum off the deck. Strikes a winner. 9 spares a tie. 8 or less is a loser. For a man rapidly climbing our all-time charts. We've watched him win 30 times. He has not yet missed on this lane. One more right now. Great stuff at Golden Pin. Deep breath. Here we go. Splats the rack. Wow. I honestly don't think that was his best shot, but it was good enough. Got the little can opener thing going on. You wonder why someone like Brian hasn't won more titles? Well, because you keep bumping into stuff like that. An 8-strike 250 game, and Harley Swagger comes up with a 10-strike 269 in a tremendous title match between 2 quality bowlers there and 2 quality bowlers on the other side. Wow, I hate that anybody didn't win those matches because that was great stuff. Also, shout out to Dawson Reese and Abby Franklin for winning the U17 and the girls. Outstanding stuff. Let's do it again tomorrow. Tucson, you have come through.